Welcome to Weiss on Film. On each episode of Weiss on Film, we're going to take an everyday approach to movie reviews. Why don't you go over and get yourself some refreshments? There you go. And then we're going to head over to the screening room. All right, you got everything? Are we ready? Let's get into the screening room and get ready to see what we have in store this time on Weiss on Film. In ancient times, he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the gods, but after using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned for 5,000 years. Coming up this time on Weiss on Film. Hey everybody, welcome to Weiss on Film. So glad you could join us today for this episode. And hey, if you liked the podcast, do us a favor. Would you leave us a positive rating and review on your favorite podcast provider? Don't forget to visit the website weissonfilm.com or purplepitstudios.com for more episodes of Weiss on Film. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, let's do it. So this particular movie, in ancient times, Teth Adam was bestowed the almighty powers of the gods. After using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned, becoming Black Adam. Now nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern-day heroes who form the Justice Society, including Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, and Cyclone. We're talking about the movie Black Adam, starring The Rock, or better known as Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So let's have a listen to the trailer for Black Adam, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it right after this.
Black Adam, what have your powers ever given to you? Nothing but heartache.
I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Open fire! Now, I kneel before no one.
In this world, there are heroes.
I feel the pain in my city wherever I go.
And there are villains. Heroes don't kill people.
Well, I do.
My vision has shown me the future. You have two choices. You can be the destroyer of this world, or you can be its savior. That's up to you.
Behind you! Did he just catch a rocket?
He got a rocket.
So there you have it. There's the trailer for Black Adam, the action superhero kind of drama based on characters from DC Comics, distributed by Warner Brothers. And it was released this past October. And I'm going to start right off the bat saying, you know what? I'm sorry. Maybe it's me. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. It stars Dwayne Johnson, Henry Cavill, Sarah Sally, Noah Centineo, Pierce Brosnan, Aldous Hodge. I mean, there's some good stars in this movie, but folks, to be quite candid, I didn't get it. Way too much CGI in this film for my taste. It has not gotten favorable reviews. 6.4 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database, only 39% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I can certainly understand why. Now, the audience score gave it about an 88%, but I guess maybe you out there are just lovers of CGI. I did not get it. It's an action movie, definitely, but it's a muddled mess. It was hard for me to follow. There's something morally deadening about this film and aesthetically depressing in the bottomless toy chest of CGI being reduced basically to a toolbox of cinematic bureaucracy. One reviewer said on Rotten Tomatoes, and I agree 100%. This movie was very difficult to follow. I mean, I guess the young excuse me, the younger generation might like all the outrageous special effects. To me, it was just like, it was more like a commercial for CGI to say, look what CGI can do. And again, it's not a good movie. And Dwayne Johnson, I guess, just went for a pain check like everybody else in this film. Basically, it's an uninspired narrative. It's paper-thin characters. The acting is subpar. It's a another DC dud, one reviewer also said. And again, I get it. I understand why. It's just, I don't know, and at $168 million, yikes. It runs about 2 hours and 5 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, unless you want to just go see what CGI can do and like watching a lot of explosions and unrealistic things, as far as, from one jump into the scene to jump into the next, it's awful. It's just awful in my book. And, nothing else can be said on this. I mean, I wouldn't have paid money to see this in the theater. If I did, I'd be really angry that I did because, again, it was just like a special effects showcase. That's all. Just saying, showing you what CGI can do. So, unfortunately, with Black Adam this time around on Weiss Film, it's not going to be a long review. It's going to, unfortunately, have to be, it's painful to watch. No, it's not that. Yeah, it's double farts, man. I'll tell you, because it was bad. I found myself doing that through the movie, and thankfully, again, like I said, I didn't go to the movie theater to see this film. Thankfully enough, yeah, it was just bad. So take that advice as you will, my friends. But Black Adam, I'm going to have to give it a thumbs down and not recommend it to anyone. I wouldn't even recommend wasting your time watching this on a streaming service. That's all. I mean, I like the superhero action movies, but this one was just bad. But that's all the time we got for in this episode of Weiss on Film. Remember, you can look for more episodes in weissonfilm.com or by going to purplepitstudios.com. And until next time, my friends, I'm going to go clean up the screening room here from the jumbled mess that it is. And we'll catch you next time in the screening room on Weiss on Film. Until then, I'll save you some popcorn.